I'm just going to start today Euclid geometry of class 9. See, the basic geometrical concept is, first one is axioms and or postulates. Axioms is actually the basic facts which are actually taken for granted without proof is called axioms. Any field of mathematics, it is applicable for axioms. It is not required to just take any kind of that is proof for just taking this as granted. And postulates means this is the same as the axioms, but it is limited field of geometry in mathematics only. So this is the actual difference between postulates and axioms. Now, if axioms we are just talking about, this is half of equals are also half. Examples I am just talking about. The whole is greater than each of its portion. That is, anything that is, if it is the portion is this is the whole, and any portion it is like this. Maybe this portion is greater than this portion is greater than this portion. So this is any half, that is the whole greater than equal to its parts. The line containing infinitely many points. Suppose this is one line, infinitely many points. This is actually just understood by everybody or granted by everybody. That is actually lines is consisting of infinitely many points. So these are actually the axioms. That is the examples of the axioms. Now the postulates means this is suppose sum of these three angles of a triangle equal to 180 degree. It is actually the axioms postulates you can take, and a straight line may be drawn from any point to another point, and it can be extended up to infinity. This is actually called postulates. This is related to geometry only. The postulates and axioms is actually just taken for any field of maths, and postulates is only for geometry. Next is actually statement. In mathematics, statement is a sentence which can be judged to be true or false only. That is actually called a statement. That is anything that is sum of three angles of a triangle. This is 180 degree. This is true. Or we are just talking about sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 180. So this is actually, this is false. So these are the statement. But suppose x plus 10 is greater than 15. This may or may not. So suppose this is x is a value of x is 0, then it is 10, it is applicable. Yes, this is true. But if it is 6 plus 10, it is greater than 15, it is also true. But if it is x's value is 2 and 10, this is actually 15 is not true. So this is false. So this type of statement is actually not the statement. This type of sentence is not called the statement, because it is there should be perfectly yes or no or true or false. Those type of sentence in mathematics is just to be as statement. Next one is theorem. What does it mean, theorem? The statement that requires a proof is called a theorem. Theorem means suppose any parallelogram whose opposite sides are equal, whose opposite angles are equal, or maybe the diagonals bisect each other. These type of things is actually called the theorem, because it is required to prove. This is not accepted by or granted as a fact, and it needs to prove that what we are talking about. Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. We are talking about AD equal to BC and AB equal to DC. This is actually required to prove. So these are actually called the theorem. And next one is the corollary. What is this? This is actually the statement whose truth can be easily obtained or deduced from the theorem only. Suppose if I am just talking about this is a parallelogram whose opposite sides are parallel and equal. Now if I am just talking about any quadrilateral whose opposite sides are equal, that will be one parallelogram. So any kind of, that is a statement which can be deduced from the theorem, that is actually called the corollary of that very theorem. Next is Euclid postulates. What are those? Number one, there are 5 postulates of Euclid's. Number one is a straight line may be drawn from any point to any point, any other point. Number one, that is 5 postulates. There are 2 points, it can be drawn from any point to any point at any moment and anywhere. This is actually first statement or first postulate is talking about. Then is number 2, terminated lines can be produced infinitely. Terminated line means this is one line, this is one line, suppose A and B is one terminated line. It can be extended up to infinite or endlessly. This is actually talking about these postulates. It is actually accepted or granted for, not to just required for any proof. Third one is, it is a circle can be drawn with any center or and any radius. Suppose a circle whose it is 3 semi, any radius or any center, that is it may be just over here only, this is 3 semi, or maybe this is bigger, that is 5 semi maybe. So this can be drawn from any point with the any kind of radius. This is actually the third postulate. And next one is fourth one, all right angles equals to one another. Suppose this is one right angle triangle, this is a right angle, maybe this is like this, maybe this is like this. So all right angles, actually this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree, where it is 90, then it must be equal. All right angles are equal to one another. Now, the last one is, fifth one is, this is very, very important. Suppose a line, AB is a line and another point is outside AB, that is suppose P. Any point, any line is passing through this P. Maybe there are a lot of lines, but only one line which is passing through P outside AB will be only one line will be there. That is, whatever maybe the lines passes through this P, there is only and only one line which will be parallel to AB. And this is the fifth postulate. Now we are talking about some concept of the line and line segments, etc. In this chapter, this is actually very, very basic thing of the geometry. If we know better way, then we can also just explain any kind of geometry very well and also understand and also try to just implement the practical field. Suppose what is actually the concept of line segment? Suppose this is line segment. Is like this. There are two, that is a straight path drawn between two points. Straight path, this is a straight path drawn between 2 points is actually called the line segment. There is actually 2 fixed point is there. Then is line. Line is actually the fixed point, that is a line segment which can be extended. Suppose this is AB is a line segment. It can be extended up endlessly, and this is actually called line. And then is ray. Ray is a line segment which is actually extended in one direction only, and this is actually called the ray. That is, we are just signifying things, all these things in the like this. This is, whenever we are writing in this will be like this, and this will be AB this, and this is AB this. These are actually symbolically we are just expressing this line segment, line and ray. Now Next one is the collinear points. Suppose any points, suppose 3 or more points, suppose A, B, C, D are points. These points are said to be collinear if there is a line which contains all these points. Suppose here is a line L. All the that is the points A, B, C, D are on the line, that is on the line L. So these points are actually called A, B, C, D are collinear. Next one is intersecting line. Intersecting line is actually if two lines having one common point, that is actually called intersecting point and intersecting lines. We are just talking about intersecting. These two lines are actually intersect each other. If two lines, once again I am repeating, if two lines have one common point, these lines are called intersecting line, and intersecting the point is actually called the intersecting point. Then concurrent line. Concurrent line means that is three or more lines which is actually passing through a common point, and this line, suppose this is L, M and N lines are passing through one common point. This is actually called the concurrent lines. All these lines are actually called the concurrent lines, and this point is called the common concurrent point. And next one, last one is the plane. Plane is, suppose a plane is such that every points of the line joining of 2 points, every points of the line joining to the 2 points on the plane lies on it. What does it mean? Suppose any line AB which is actually just joining of 2 points, that is A and B. There are so many points on it, and all the point need to be lies on this plane, that is actually called the plane. A plane is such that is every point of joining any 2 points will lies on it, and this is actually called the plane. If it is not lie, suppose in a that is like this type of any surface which is actually 1 point may be just drawn over here, or 2 points may be joined over here, all the points are not on the plane, on the surface. So this is actually not the plane surface, this is actually the curve or irregular surface. So in this chapter I have shown you that is the basic geometrical axioms, postulates, and also concurrent point and their behaviors, and this from this only you can get the geometry basics. So next class we shall just conduct with the that is the other part of the geometry like quadrilateral. Thank you very much.